The first update for Roadcraft is officially here, so let me take you through everything that you need to know about it. To start with, some general fixes. The profanity filter when creating a company has been disabled on PC, and this is what the devs had to say about it. That they said that they noted that the profanity filter was too restrictive when creating a company name, but don't use this as an excuse to create a company with an offensive name. They've also added a new pop-up when attempting to activate multiplayer when privacy policy was not accepted. They've said that they've noticed that many players have concerns about data collection from multiplayer services, and be assured they do not collect personal player data, are in full compliance with GDPR and other personal data protection laws. If you choose not to share any technical data, they understand, but unfortunately providing multiplayer functionality becomes technically impossible in that case. For some other fixes, the VSync setting is now enabled by default on PC. They've adjusted the weather RNG to make rain less frequent. They fixed the bug causing giant grass rendering on the latest Nvidia drivers. They fixed a bug where unlocking quarries was impossible when using a gamepad. They fixed some issues related to achievement unlocking. They've also fixed some issues that cause terrain blurring. They fixed the physics issue causing uncontrolled twitching of tree branches during cutting. They fixed a bug where exiting spectator mode would return the player to the infrastructure menu instead of the open quest. They fixed a bug where the player could get stuck in the credit sequence. They fixed a missing confirmation message on exiting the game in the main menu. They've also fixed multiple random crashes and general stability improvements. They've done some minor performance optimization as well as some localization fixes. For AI, the regular convoy vehicles will now become more reliable. They've said with this change they aim at making the AI convoys more efficient and better at traversing harsh terrain after the first convoy reaches its destination. They've also fixed an issue where AI does not dump sand when replenished during road construction. For vehicles, they have tuned the Paver DS135A bunker parameters for better mobility, and this change should make the asphalt paver stronger and less of a trouble to maneuver. They've also fixed a visual issue where the exhaust would flicker in sunlight. They've fixed a bug where the Emeratu crayfish tree harvester could pierce itself during tree processing. They fixed a collision bug where logs could not get stuck in the harvester's claw. They've also fixed an issue with the trolley movement buttons being mixed up in the Newton Stieg 260 gantry crane. They fixed a bug where the truck for the side task gets flung into the air after entering it on sand swept. They fixed a bug where in some cases when recalling trucks to a field service vehicle, they were stuck in terrain. They fixed a visual white effect on wet tires. They've also fixed a bug that caused the Emeratu Bowhead 30T to spin uncontrollably. They've also fixed a bug that caused the Roller DS 55K Catok to spawn inverted after re-entering the map. They fixed a visual issue with shadows flickering in the rear view mirrors in first person view. They've also fixed green reflections from grass in mirrors when driving in first person view. For multiplayer, they fixed an issue where bridges built in a multiplayer session were not saved for the clients. They've also fixed a bug where parts of the vehicles could start twitching when spectating another player driving. They fixed a bug causing the invite code to be missing if the player was kicked during the loading screen before creating their own session. They fixed a bug where the vehicle UI disappeared for the host after being kicked from the car of the kicked guest. They fixed issues causing sounds to sometimes disappear in co-op. They've also fixed a bug where guests' vehicles would stay on the map when guest leaves the session. They fixed a bug where Kelly would repeat voice lines of completed objectives when entering a session. They fixed a bug where players' markers would remain on the map after leaving the online session. Fix some multiplayer connection issues and some multiplayer crashes as well. For visuals, they've improved the shadow quality in the ultra preset quality. They fixed tree rendering disappearance when zooming out in eagle mode. They fixed some issues causing jerky LOD transitions. They fixed some issues causing object shadow flickering. They fixed some issues causing flickering and unstable water reflections. They fixed problems when exiting phantom mode states. They fixed the sand particles during the sandstorm moving at a high speed. They fixed collisions with the Vasily ship arriving in the cutscene in Aftermath. The sounds, some of the sounds of interaction with physical objects have been improved. They fixed some issues causing terrain digging sound to sometimes disappear. They've also fixed some issues causing random vehicle audio dropouts during gameplay. For Steam Deck, they've done some minor performance improvements, and they fixed an issue where the keyboard doesn't automatically appear in the company creation screen. And finally, for steering wheels, they fixed a bug with steering wheel type and preset values not properly saving. And that is it. that is everything you need to know about the first update of Roadcraft, update 1.5. I'd like to know what you think about Roadcraft so far and what you think about the first update of very many, I imagine. And if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful and informative, and like to see more content like this one, make sure you are subscribed. If you're new here, I cover the latest news and updates on simulation and racing. So if that interests you, stick around and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.